target.
We'll see if that can continue to be the case for them here. So far, so good from Anyone's Legend. A dominant 2-0 start and an unkillable streak so far for them. 5 games in a row. See if they make it 6 here. NIP need to find something to cook up the draft with here and get some help for Rookie around him. Now, the LeBlanc, the Rumble, the Ashe banned by Anyone's Legend, who are on the blue side this time around. The Leona, Renekton, and Tristana banned away by NIP.
And that is a great reply, right? Croco did fantastically well. Even though everybody threw wrenches at him in the jungle, he still came back up and created opportunities for his team. Now I want Aki on a champion that can take up onto that brand, whether it is in a farming style or whether it is matching the aggression. I wouldn't mind seeing the likes of a Karthus, a Lilia, a Zyra, something that equally clears fast but also does damage, something a little bit more aggressive in the jungle to help out Rookie on these 2v2s. Please don't do this to me.
They're going to take away the misfortune that Hope had piloted so well last time around. And we'll see what they want to go ahead and grab along with it. Again, you get the Wombo combo going for NIP, and that's where the strength will be. But that 2v2 is super important as well.
Ooh, and they are. They actually do not care about what the matchups are. They are playing for the Wombo combo. However, Ale does really love to play Camille, and in the earlier stages, you could very easily punish a cannon with the likes of a Camille plus Brown towards the top side of the map and then become a menace in the team fights. We'll see if Ale wants to take that fight on the top side of the map.
I also want to see maybe, yeah, I was going to say a little bit more priority on the engaged supports coming through here, especially the Leona's already taken off the board. Anyone's Legend going to go ahead and grab the Nautilus, which I do just really like with the brand. Gives you so much time for setup and so much spacing there. But I'm really looking for something that can put up a bit of a fight here against NIP's big combos so far.
Yeah, and you would expect that NIP are actually looking for the Wombo combo. So things like actually the Sejuani, the Rel, the Maokai would do great. Rel's going to be locked in here. This is going to be the choice of support for Zhuo towards the bot side. So much Wombo combo and so many more champions that can be slotted in. The Corki has remained up. Rookie, he actually really enjoyed playing Corki even over in spring when things like Talia and Hui were banned out from him.
Again, I go back to, like, I love what NIP was doing with their drafting stuff in spring and a little bit of some of summer. But we'll see the Malphite ban went towards that topside matchup into Aki. Right now, I expect those mid lane bans to come through, or maybe even some more of those AP junglers. It is the Lucian ban.
They're gonna let the Lucian, they're gonna ban the Lucian out. I'm wondering, Shanks might be too comfortable on the Yone to feel like he can beat the Corki, can beat Rookie in lane in terms of out trading him. So I wouldn't be surprised even if they let it out. However, do you have any more AD options in the mid lane that could potentially be a Wombo combo? Things like the Jace might spring into mind as well.
I could see that actually, a little bit more of that.
Maybe a Zeri? Maybe another AD carry? Who knows?
Hey, it worked out last time. Just saying. I mean, even if they had so much pressure on him, Rookie was like consistently pushing him in. Still ended up the better for it in the end. We do end up seeing that Ziggs ban by NIP.
I love to see how Tabe is honestly like locked in the Jace that we just mentioned, banned out. So they do want to force Rookie onto the Corki. Let's see if Rookie actually fancies a different kind of mid laner, because he's laughing. He knows that he's been banned out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bans towards him.
Let's see what he's cooking here himself. It's gonna be the Ahri. So I expect a heavy 2v2 focus in the mid jungle duo here for NIP, and something strong to go along with the Ahri for Rookie. It is immediately the Varus though for AO.
Hear me out. We said Aki's pool in spring, Viego, Wukong, Xin. Give me one of those three. Wukong right here, diving into the backline, creating even more chaos. Wombo combo would be absolutely fantastic. And this is something that Aki loves to play, and he showed how good he is on. Lock that damn thing in.
Yeah, would give them the Venn diagram special here for the trios going through. But they're going to give him the confident pick. Look at the confidence the coach has got on him. It's going to be a classic for Aki. It's going to be a Nocturne. But we've seen this double-edged sword go wrong before.
Look at the coach. He's like, coach, give me Nocturne. Trust. Lights off. Rel jumps in. Kennen jumps in, and the coach is like, I got you, pick it. Lots of pressure on Aki's shoulders onto this champion. Very heavily invadable, and also you really rely on getting to that level 6 super quickly, which is something that Brand really thrives on with how fast he can clear.
They have whipped this one out already this year, at least this split as a whole, but it really is that boomer bust style setup. You just become a light switcher in the late game if you don't have any advantages, and we saw how dominating anyone's Legend are if they are ahead. They will just stranglehold the map from you.
And this is where NIP need to turn on that macro again. Be super quick on their feet every single time Aki has that ultimate. I'd love to see it being used. Actually, reference right here back to when Wipo switched from top lane to jungle, and he was doing that every single time. Leave in your enemy's head rent free.
We're getting into game 2 now. NIP in their home arena of Shenzhen. They want to put a stop to the dominating that anyone's Legend has put on the LPL this split so far. They've already lost to them twice in the placement stage because they were in the same group. This was an opportunity for revenge, but right now it's an opportunity to stay alive in this best of 3. Game 2 kicks off now.
The NIP fans extremely excited. I heard them being louder in game number 2, Mazel. I'm sure they will also heavily enjoy the full wombo combo coming out from NIP. Now, it is a matter of, are they going to be able to coordinate all those ultimates to make the flank count from the cannon?
Little look at some of the runes here. The Electrocute obviously rising up in priority here, but will be secured for Rookie. Also to note, the press the attack for Hope. So going for more of the sustained damage Varus instead of that kind of poke lethality.
Love the second wind on Shanks as well. As a melee playing into an Electrocute lane, a lot of poke coming out from the Ahri, being able to regen a bunch of that HP and stay on your lane as much as possible is kind of huge. It's something that I had to learn the hard way playing Katarina, you know? I never considered back then second wind, but then you're like, I guess I'm countered by everything. I'll consider it.
At least you have a little bit of something there going for you. Love to hear that. I do also want to see exactly what these paths are going to lead out to, because we do have a bit of a unique path right now for Aki, who started his Wolves and will be pathing up towards this top side of the map. Meanwhile, Croco is also going for a little bit of a red side clear himself.
You'll see. This Nocturne wants to pretty much avoid the Brand throughout this entire time. You want to get again to your level 6 as fast as possible. So you'll see Nocturne fast clearing as much as he can, whilst hopefully maintaining a bit of priority in his lane. You see that Rookie has pushed in. You see that Shanji has a bunch of pressure towards the tops of the map. Rookie's going to walk in. Place down a ward as well, just in case Croco wants to wrap around. But Croco's already on the top side of the map.
Congratulations to Rookie. 900 games in the LPL and moving to 3rd place all time. The man deserves all the accolades. And honestly, it's been really cool to see how strong he has been so far into his career. It's just about pulling the pieces together around him. Speaking of pulling the pieces, Aki going for a steal right under the nose of Croco.
Croco should hit level 3. There you go. From that Gromp, and he just suddenly sees, he's like, my blue buff's under attack, guys. I'll take a wild guess. It's probably the Nocturne.
Nicely done, though, with a little bit of that pathing starting on the Wolves. We'll see Aki at least steal away some of the camp. But again, Croco on the Brand showed just how potent this pick can be last time around when Aki literally had his number the entire early game and it just didn't matter.
Aki has had a pretty creative early games, both these games, this series. And I feel like, especially when you're playing against a champion that usually out-farms you in terms of how fast the clear speed is, you need to be a lot more creative, trying to deprive them of as many farms as camps as much as possible. And right now, being able to cross through middle as well. If you wanted to Skull Crab, you could. However, it would delay... Oh, okay, the Q there. It would delay a little bit the jungle clear since he has his entire bot side quadrant up and available. Bot lane, though, Croco is sneaking around. He could enter jungle if he wanted to, but he's going to wrap around bot lane.
They don't have vision. They will see him now, but it might be too little too late again. Zhuo going to burn his flash, make it out, but no, he's got the passive on him, and he's burning. Oh my God, Croco comes up clutch another game in a row, and first blood for anyone's legend.
You have to be aware of that if you're NIP. Currently, you know that Croco is a free agent on the Rift. He has literally 0 jobs. His chickens just spawned. His entire jungle was completely clean, so you knew he'd reset and get back onto the map. NIP did not necessarily respect that because they knew Aki wasn't his bot quadrant, so he was technically in proximity, but without the ultimate, you cannot be diving in, you're not close enough, and NIP end up losing their support.
And unfortunately, that 2v2 just has not gone the way of NIP at all this series. And it's been a bit of a bleeding wound down there so far. Shanji got to be a little careful here with Ala having come back. Rookie caught out a little bit. Does have a little bit of mana to work with, but is in a bit of hurt. Both mid laners trading heavy health bars, but Zhuo has made the roam up topside. Those legs move fast on a horse. He's got the combo, Shattering Strikes, and the crash down. There's the combo, and damage done, but is it enough? He's got enough distance, though, to cover, and Flash is going to come out, and Shanji gets the kill in the end with the Shuriken.
Flash for the top lane. Shanji ends up coming up with the kill. You saw how careful NIP was in that particular gank as well. Shanji did not want to get anywhere near that Cassandra in case it was turned around. Very nice gank from Zhuo right there, but if you look on the bottom of the map, Photic is absolutely struggling, having to wait in the brush between his tier 1 and tier 2.
Yeah, that is a bit unfortunate. Luckily, Croco's getting a bunch on the top side. Or at least not, Croco is getting a little bit back from the top side where Aki was trying to push.
Yeah, and top lane, very importantly, Shanji, very good utilization right there to press the ultimate. Try to push in that wave as fast as possible. There was no teleport onto Ale, so he has lost a couple of creeps. 600 gold in the lead right now for Shanji, and that was exactly what we were asking from NIP. When Rookie is even or not winning his lane, can someone else step up to the occasion? Can someone else be the Rookie for him until he bounces back, until he gets to be the monster he wants to be in the mid to late game fights, play through Fog of War? Shanji right now with a pretty good advantage for himself to try and do this.
We needed the solo lanes to have some strength there. And they were very clear about opting into the team fight special here with the early grab of the Kennen. And I think their combos are still going to be super potent as we move forward as well. I do want to check in on the map states here, though, because we have Dragon spawned up. We already got those 3 grubs taken by anyone's legend, but everybody's starting to collapse down to the spot side, especially with both junglers pathing down this way.
Yeah, and the level 6 is going to be huge for the Dragon. Hope a little bit too far forward.
Ooh, he's trying. He's like a little stuck between the minions. This is going to burn the flash there. Photic almost dies in the end, too.
However, that was a 2 versus 1 from Hope right there. Mind you, both flash and barrier available for Photic. Hope had to burn both, and he just mentioned Dragon is up. Aki's
there it is.
For his level 6.
With the Make It Rain. Oh, but the denial. Kael. He is Superman himself. As now anyone's legend. They do end up getting out alive. Hope very close to going down.
Level 6 on Aki, though. He just hit it off of the Grump. They could be looking for a dive down the bot lane. He's going to get spotted on a ward. Potentially start the Dragon right here, knowing that AD carry has had to reset Croco on the other side of the map. This is going to be a free Dragon for NIP.
And look at the push now for NIP. Love to see them utilizing some of that. The macro decision-making right now has been pretty good. They will need to be careful on top side. Shanji is the only play on the map. Anyone's legend. Going to try to move over for it. It is going to be that Dragon secured by NIP.
It's a little bit of an unfortunate scenario right here for Shanji because his wave was a little bit too far forward on the lane. However, it's going to start pushing towards him slowly but surely. Ale going to clear any vision for Croco to walk up And potentially threatened, but Aki is threatening the bot side.
flank.
Remember, Hope. No
Oh,
flash, no
anyone's
glance.
legend. You've been off way more than you could chew. The combo comes out as the lights go out, and Photic picks up the kill into Hope. Now in trouble in topside, though. Shanji gets hit back by the Q3 into the wall, and all out at the trade, though. Alla will trade his life, though, giving Croco another kill.
You absolutely take those. Shanji is going to suffer a tiny bit because she's going to lose a bunch of golden experience. 10 seconds, you see Aki sprinting the tops of the map to try and soak up as much as possible. However, trading 1-for-1 when you're 2 versus 1 underneath your tower, you absolutely take those. Another kill going to the side of Kennen, and of course, that level 6 instantly Aki, the second he hits it, uses it towards that bot side of the map to punish. Again, we're seeing that top side. The flash coming through from Croco as well, with the QE to stun Shanji into place. Very, very well played. Using that slashing maelstrom right there for Shanji, making sure that you pin down Cassante. And Ale had to commit his body if they wanted the kill.
And for that, Shanji will complete the Leandries this early. That's huge for Shanji, as Slicing Maelstrom will be doing that much more work now. Croco has revisited that top side of the map. It looks like Aki will be pathing down towards this bot side. They really want to punish Shanji, and looks like they'll find him this time. He has flash, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get him away this time. And he's going to burn that flash, and apparently it was enough. He's just a little sneaky rat.
That is huge, though, because she's going to have to take a reset right here, which means -1 on the map. Aki's wrapping around Shanks. No ultimate onto Shanks.
Oh, they looking for the combo. Kael, again, showing up at the perfect timing here. Will it be there to save Shanks? They need to keep pressuring mid lane, though, because 3 bodies from NIP. They want to try to crash this wave to some extent and get Rookie back.
And I absolutely love this from NIP. They're keeping the pressure up constantly. They have burnt flash onto Croco. Hope is still flashless. Ultimate for Nocturne is already back up and available. So when you have Zhuo in close proximity, you could potentially be looking for yet another play. And our question mark for NIP was, can the other members step up when Rookie is not ahead in the mid lane? So far, the answer is yes. 1 kill down in the bot lane for Photic. 2-1 for Shanji, outplaying both Ale and Croco 2 versus 1, and we might be having another fight. Teleport is being pulled in by AL.
It's really rough to give over the Grubageddon, though, to anyone's legend, as they will get all 6 grubs in the top side of the map. A nice objective control from them so far, as it was the dragons being stacked up by NFP on the other side. Croco is going to be ridiculously scary in this game. And I want to talk a little bit about the entrances here, because we talked so much about NIP's kind of team fight entrances, the wombo combos there, but the individual pieces for anyone's legend has a lot to say.
Absolutely, you do have a lot of engage potential. Talking about engage,
they turn the lights out. I can't see. It's Aki going down at bot side. He actually gets traded back immediately, though, as Kael will be the one that picks up that one. So maybe the gold not going the right direction, but Photic picking up another plate as well. NIP consistently going to the festering wound that is bot side.
and Croco knew that he had punished Shanji on the top of the map. Not only did they take the kill, sorry, they didn't take the kill, they took his flash. So he's looking for potential overextension from Shanji on the top side to try and punish yet again. The only place towards top side, Shanks, is going to rotate towards there as well.
Shanji trying to clear the wave a little bit. He realizes there's not much else he can do. TP coming in, try to save him, but it's not going to be enough. Alla doesn't trade his life for it this time, but Rookie wants to step up. It's his time to shine. Shanks going to fate seal his way to victory, or at least his way to safety.
Again, beautiful stuff from AL. They instantly replied. They know that the only play they have on the map is topside towards Shanji. They burned his flash previously. Croco returns for the kill this time around. Very good stuff from AL. Not only do they recover from a dive down bot lane where they do trade one kill, but they also grab one on the top side of the map. And this is the whole thing about NIP taking the pressure to AL. AL are suddenly 500 gold in the lead right here with the pressure they have been putting onto the map.
They are going to transition Hope towards mid lane now as well. Try to get a little bit of presence around this mid lane so that the dragon can be taken. There's about 20 seconds for the next dragon to come up. Shanji came mid. Now he's going to go walk back top. Does have TP available to come back to the fight.
Very importantly, I have been looking around and I'm like, okay, what kind of champions I'm expecting to take Kennen out? So unless there's Ale using his ultimate to take Kennen away from a fight, there is no exhaust on the side of AL. So it's all up to Ale to misposition Shanji whenever he tries to enter one of these team fights. However, with the lights off from Aki, you will never know most likely where this killing is coming from. So the chance for reaction is very, very slim.
It's just such a deadly combo. And especially when we started off this night, we talked about a little bit of that potential team fighting aspect that Ala and Shanji can bring to the table. Both these guys have extremely lethal flanks on the cannon. So really want to see Shanji use that. That is the big
here we go again
right now for NIP. And AL, talked about a festering wound on bot side. Well, they found their own against NIP on top side. Shanji and tried to get the minion wave here with the slicing maelstrom, but the TP is going to save the minion. Ala tanking it up, and the burn is going to be enough. It's Shanks at the end that comes in and kills him with the cleave.
It looked so scary for a second right there. Shanji almost traded onto Ale on the top sum up, but what does NIP get? They'll grab a second dragon for themselves. Rookie, Photic, and Zhuo hitting down that mid lane tower. If they can get mid lane tower right here, it would be huge for them, but with the presence of Kael coming up, they have to back off, and not only is it a kill, but it's also a tower for Shanks, and Shanks is going to start becoming a huge problem. 6 void grabs on him, pressure in the side lane. Aki's looking.
He really needs those 3 items, and time is his friend. They get first turret. They aren't able to get the Rift Herald, and it will be started up by NIP in tow, as they actually are probably going to pull. Aki not wanting to pull the trigger on that one just yet.
I feel like they're waiting for ultimate onto Shanji to come back up online. He does have his teleport available. However, waiting for that one is going to be huge. Turning the lights off also makes it really difficult for Ale to TP into one of these fights. Doesn't necessarily know how the fight is going or where he should be TPing. He can't see the wards. So Shanji will have the upper hand onto that one. Rookie might be walking to 3 people.
They got him completely caught, and that's a lot of gold as well, because Rookie was farming up a storm there, but it is the extra gold to Shanks that is the detriment to NIP.
2-0-1. A push top lane. They'll take the Rift Herald. Shanks has been putting an absolute clinic on this Yone. NIP are gonna try to move in. There is teleport onto Shanji. There is ultimate as well. However, 4 versus 5. No teleport onto Rookie. 5 seconds still dead. They're gonna have to forfeit that one, and NIP are starting to fall behind yet again.
Yeah.
2,000 gold now, and about a little bit is the difference for AL. And again, the problem with AL is that you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. So every single bit that they manage to take off of the map will be translated into an objective.
Yeah. And I want to go back to your Shanks point from earlier as well, because I think this guy deserves some serious highlight. You highlighted the solo kills we got to see him do against Rookie last time around, but this guy had spent so much time in the Team WE camp, especially in their WE Academy camp for a little bit, but more so on the main roster. And it always felt like he was burgeoning above the average mid laner in the LPL, but it really feels like with the combination of him and Hope, they have been a huge ticket for the teams that they've been a part of, Team WE, now anyone's legend.
And also having the fit that you've solo killed Rookie, one of the best laners in the LPL overall. It's kind of big to have on your resume. AL again are gonna push in that mid lane. Shanks on the bot side of the map, pressuring that tower. They're gonna be setting up. 2 minutes for the next dragon. They might be looking for the fight right here. Cats and Nappy on the rotation.
Could actually get a re-engage going as they do. Zhuo just goes in. Lights go off. They go into the back line. Big combos there, but they can't get him. Are they going to finally? Flash from Aki gets the kill, but he's all by himself. Now Fate sealed back. Shanks cleaning house there. Meanwhile, on the other side, Allah has gotten himself a double kill as now NIP is wiped off the face of the earth.
Ace for AL. What a fantastic fight. Not only did they bait NIP into engaging, but it took NIP so long to pull the trigger that Ale, not only did he have the time to TP into this fight, but to also be the difference maker. Shanks with the Rift Herald in the mid lane is going to take yet another one. All the Void Mites are going to help him take down that tower. 6 Void grabs as well on him. 4-0 and 2, 2.2k up. AL. Another clinical performance right here. They might be having a few hiccups here and there. But let's look at this again. AL are just baiting right here. And what happened to Shanji? Because I see the engage is great from Aki, but Shanji just never ends up pressing flash to go in.
Yeah, unfortunately, Photic and Shanji were just getting chunked by the Pyroclasm from Croco.
I feel like everyone was so low. Oh, Shanks?
Shanks is trying to fight his way out of this one. He's under turret right now. He's still alive. Oh, finally. Okay. Puts him down as Shanji claims that one.
Again, a little bit of a question mark for me, as in why Shanji did not flash forward. I feel like this could have been the difference maker. You're going to get chunked down by the Brand ultimate if it hits you anyway. Again, you see NIP make a play towards the top side of the map. No one's there to defend mid lane. Mid lane tier 2 is going to go down. Ali's pressuring that bot side of the map as well. The Void buff is kind of huge. They've got 6 on them. And Rook is trying to pressure that top side of the map. However, with all this pressure in mid and bot, AL have established so much vision into Aki's bot side quadrant, preparing for the next dragon.
You said it already so perfectly, though. They get an inch, they take a mile. It has been just all of a sudden 6,000 gold, or like 4,000 gold difference. But like just a monumental pressure game by anyone's legend. And this has been 2 games in a row that we've seen this.
Let's see that Shanks overextends just a little bit to pressure down that wave, and Shanji TP's in, trying to punish. Aki's there as well. There's no ultimate on Aki, but they're just gonna run Shanks down. And that second last shield from the Q right there, I honestly thought that might get Shanks out. Oh, Shanji dead.
Shanji is just down.
I think Shanji has seen Croco more than anyone else has seen Croco this game.
He really has. Like, he must have said something last game and all chat, I don't know. But Croco has realized that the Kennen is the thing is, though, the reason why I make jokes about it, but like, Shanji is literally the gearbox within the team. We'll see if they can get those gears turning either way, though. Hope already down. NIP have made the play on mid lane. Going to take Kael as well. Croco was waiting to flank on the other side. Does have Pyroclasm, but not going to go for it. Ala was taking a side lane turret the whole time.
But look at this, what's happening right now. Every single time NIP pulls a trigger to take a kill, AL take control of the map. Yes, they'll lose 2 mid. Yes, they'll lose the tier 1. But a tier 1 mid for an inhibitor tower that can consistently get pressured from the side of AL is pretty much an even trade right now. However, if you are NIP and you're starving for kills, you'll take anything you can get alongside a mid lane tier 1, and Shanji just walks into a control ward. Croco is around. I mean, Croco is always around, man.
Always around Shanji, at least, in those regards.
Yeah, always around Shanji, yeah.
Gonna need to get him some flowers after this one or something. There's gonna be something personal brewing.
He must have all chatted like, "You suck," or something like that. It's like, all right, it's personal now.
But this truly has been the age of anyone's legend here in summer. They've made a huge splash to start off the placements, and now looking to go 3-0. And can you imagine? Oh, a little bit of an engage, I guess, on Ala, as he's going to dash his way out with the all-out. That's the beauty of the mobility that Cassante brings. But could you imagine NIP's feelings after being taken down 3 times this split in best of 3s against anyone's legend? There is going to be a bit of a feeling on that one.
Yeah, and there's another feeling right here, a feeling of AL running away with the Baron. They do know that Rookie's low on HP has to reset, doesn't have the ultimate, does have the TP. He'll come in, but an Iron without an ultimate ain't that useful overall.
Croco, so ridiculously strong right now. Aki, maybe with the miracle steal. They're not going to let them, though. They're going to pull out and try to go for the fight. Can't end up finding it. Anyone's legend going to pull away, though, as they got the TP out of Rookie. Oh?
Aki?
Paranoia. Oh, they get the engage at least on a Croco, but look at him. He's doing so much damage. No! He goes golden, and half their health bars are taken off. Shanks goes over for the other half as well. Now the re-engage goes through from Kael, but you got to be careful. Rookie misses his charm, and now he's burned into a crisp. He's got his Spear Rush available, but Shanks trying to hunt him down. Croco now looking, TP coming down. He just burns out of nowhere. It's so much time had passed, but it's a 5,000 damage fight from Croco, and he is burning NIP alive.
And they're TPing back. They're going for the Baron. 3 members down from NIP, including the Smite holder. Photic is going to chase the Cassante, but Ale could be turning this around.
He's trying to run away. Photic getting some damage numbers up there in the end, but AL, they'll take everything they came for, and they'll get that big purple worm on top of it all.
6-0-6. 3.3k up. Croco on Brand is absolutely cracked. And I want your eyes right here onto Shanji because this is what I wanted him to do last time. But he loses the point. He turns right, then he turns left, and that missed decision, that split-second decision that he couldn't make whether he wanted to go right or left, cost him his jungler's life. This could have been NIP with +2 members up. Killing Croco instantly right there could have meant that NIP wins that fight. And again, the indecision came in. Shanji couldn't quite get in as fast, and Croco just wipes the floor.
You're just burning for so long. Like, so much of his health got taken out post-fight. And that is the strength that now a 3-item brand brings to the table. It's been 2 back-to-back dominant brand games from Croco. And honestly, he has been an absolute pleasure to watch since coming over from LCK and DRX. Obviously, him and Kael knowing each other from their time on Live Sandbox all those years, or a couple of years ago at least, but it really has been these two guys who have buffed up the game plan for anyone's legend, it feels.
It's looking real good for AL. What a dominant start overall in the Ascend group. Beating NIP for the 3rd time, not in the entire year, for the 3rd time in summer. With a very decisive 2-0 here. Sends a message to our 2 top teams that have yet to play in the Ascend group. BLG and Top Esports must be looking at AL right now because they look so darn scary. AL with a barn buff for another minute and a few seconds up. Rookie's looking. Zhuo is back in enemy line. Shanks is gonna ult. What is happening?
Run, horsey, run! It's like being back in Texas. Or round up these horsies.
Yeehaw?
Yeehaw. Hope is going to try to connect potentially with the Hail Mary as well. Oh, no. Now he can't get executed. Oh, they give the kill over to Kael anyways. Oh, there you go. Paranoia on the Croco. This time he doesn't have the combo, or does he? Come at me again, bro. And it will be a trade of junglers. Now also Shanks going down too.
Photic getting the double kill right there. You see Aki clapping as well. He's like, finally we got them. That was a huge shutdown onto Croco that ended up in Photic's purse right there. Another tower going down in the bot lane. Ale, however, responding with one himself. 700 gold kaching into this Casante's pocket as well. And that was a huge pick right there. Now, the huge difference when Brand got slightly reworked is now that his ultimate bounces off of himself as well. This is why he's so strong in 1 versus 1s. They see Croco over... I don't know if he was shopping, he was like tapped on another screen, I don't know what was happening right there. However, they do find him overextended, they engage on him, and then he ults Aki and goes into Zonias. The ultimate bounces off of Brand himself and ends up taking Aki down with him. Great stuff right there from Croco, just wasn't quite enough. Photic though, 2 huge kills on that misfortune.
Yeah, I mean, he's on 3.5 items now. We said it from the get-go, the combo has been set outright from the first 2 picks for NIP. They wanted this combo, the Misfortune and the Kennen, to be able to rain hell onto anyone's legend, and they have to get themselves front and center to these objective fights. It's been 2 dragons in a row that anyone's legend has secured. Now they're going to try to make a play onto Shanks again. He's going to Fate Seal his way to death.
Wow, that was a great pick from NIP. Unfortunately, not much on the map for them. Rookie still looking. His last charge onto that ultimate is only going to find Kael. Kael hooks himself away. However... AL, a few cracks right there on the structure of their wall. And NIP are looking to punish. Croco overextending, Shanks overextending. That's 2 kills. They're pulling the TP.
Oh, Aki wants to walk away from this one if he can. But I don't think Ala's going to let him as easily as he wants to. He's going to burn the flash, though, in the end and get away.
Now the TP burned right here from Ale. Finds the flash from Aki, which is not the end of the world. This Nocturne right there is mainly your switch in this particular composition. Sure, he does a lot of damage. Black Cleaver is definitely going to help Misfortune do a bunch more damage alongside the Lord Domes that has been purchased by Photic. However, primarily you are there to turn the lights off, create confusion. 3 items now onto Shanji. That Death Cap being completed could mean a huge teamfight win for NIP. Only 5,000 gold behind. And the only reason why I'm saying only 5,000 gold behind is because if NIP get a really good flank onto Croco, Shanks, or Hope, they do have a chance of winning the teamfights to come.
All about finding the entrances here. Rookie looking for his own
Hope.
entrance. Did see Hope there at the last second. Wanted to make a play. Is just going to go in here onto Ala. Chunking him down with the charm. All out comes through. Now in goes the combo from NIP. Bullet time not going to get much, but they've at least gotten 2 with Shanji. He'll clean them up, but Shanks is looking to fight his way out as well. Kael still alive. Rookie going to claim his life for his own. And now Croco and Shanks, the only 2 left in mid lane. The siege is starting to come alive for NIP. And the hope is starting to kick up on the other side of things. Now Shanks wants to come in and make the difference. Fate sealed, and that'll be Photic's life claimed from him.
Rookie overreaches right there. Photic tries to assist, loses both of his summoners. So crucial. Misfortune, a very extremely immobile support. AD carry. Losing both of your summoners right there to what could be the last final fight coming up. NIP win the fight, but then overreach and get punished. 7-3 onto Shanks' Yone. About 4k gold up. And Ale, NIP, very good punish right there. They see this Xante is overextended, however, extremely tanky. So he doesn't have going down initially. Great flank from Shanji coming out from the bot side jungle as well. And NIP have pretty much won this fight right here and right now. It's a 3-for-2 in their favor. They get to push in that mid lane wave as well. Rookie gets that kill onto Kael. And he's just threatening Shanks, but he sees Croco overextended a little bit. Never mind that, the Baron's going down.
Aki, he wants to get in the pit. He does not have flash. He's got a paranoia. He doesn't get it. It's Hope that secures the Baron, and his life is forfeit.
50-50 goes to Croco. AL with the Baron. 40 seconds onto Aki. And AL could be riding that mid lane wave home. There is the Dragon as well, if they want to take that. However, taking the numbers advantage on the map, they should be pressuring. They do have open inhibitor down the both side of the map as well, and AL could be breaking the game open right here.
They have been so dominant so far. It is undefeated in the Rumble stage, and they have Baron aplenty. All the ask that they need is to break down these last 2 turrets. Bullet time going to be able to clear a lot of them. A lot of the minions are going onto the in-hit, but they've already found it. Zhuo, he gets a big 4-man engage, slicing Maelstrom from the brink. Is it gonna be enough? NIP, they need everything. They need all their hope and all their muster. But Croco steps up. Fate seal from Shanks and anyone's legend. They've overextended under turrets. NIP, Rookie, the saving grace, the bodyguard of this team. Can he save them from the end? Can he save them from a 3-series loss streak against anyone's legend? The siege will die down, and its damage has been done.
AL overreached just quite slightly right there, but again, NIP have the Wombo combo to defend. They've got the AoE damage to clear out the wave, and they just about get away with their Nexus's life in their hands. Now, AL will be looking for the next dragon. The TP is going to get pulled by Alex. Whoa, overextended.
He is, and now he's completely caught by himself. Tries to use the crash down to escape the distance, but that will be a big body off the board for 40+ seconds. Anyone's legend take full advantage of that, and they're going to look at this 3rd dragon in a row for themselves.
Great TP by Ale into Fog of War. Zhuo didn't know what was happening right then. Let's have a look at this one more time. 4 versus 5 right there, but Zhuo gets a great engage into 3 members, 4 members even, of AL, and Shanji with a slice and maelstrom does enough damage to defend. Great stuff from NIP, basically keeping themselves alive a little bit longer on the rift. Croco though, he is a problem. When he's alive, the damage goes down. The HP bars go down real fast. If I'm not wrong, he's only died once actually this game. Yeah, 10, 1, and 10. 4.5k up his counterpart.
Yeah. Man was like, I didn't get MVP game 1. Okay, I'm getting it game 2. He is off on a tear. And honestly, a welcomed addition to the LPL, but also just a really welcomed split by anyone's legend. It feels like they are the new darlings of the LPL.
A dark horse for sure. When the season started, no one expected them to do that well. Namera will come up and say, I expected it, I said it. I put them up on my top 3. Sure. Fair. Namera is superior, okay? He knew this was gonna happen. However, for the rest of us, I'm very pleasantly surprised to see the differences that the new additions have done to AL. Tabe has made to AL as well. and they seem to be able to come back from a deficit, fight against compositions that are so difficult to play against. Fog of War, Aki with the lights off, slicing Maelstrom. Oh, that is a really nice ward behind AL. It hasn't been spotted.
It hasn't. This is it. I mean, this is the saving play to stop their last inhib from going down and to try to get a little bit of say here.
He's waiting in base. He's waiting in base. Shanji's waiting in base for the TP. When are the lights going down?
They gotta try to get the defense going. It looks like they need to push out the bottom wave here first. He will show that way, so anyone's legend will maybe feel confident to crash on this next minion wave coming through.
They're pinging it. They're constantly pinging it.
He's holding back a little bit.
Showing on the wave right now. Oh, this is tense. This is so tense. The AL know that they can see now the cannon down the bot lane, so they can very freely push. But now they're away from that top side of the map where the wood was right behind them. NIP lose their chance for a huge flank, but also you definitely do not want to be throwing the game by overreaching for a flank TP. They have to coordinate it perfectly, that when Paranoia goes down, this is when the TP starts getting channeled, so it is out of vision, else they're all gonna turn onto Shanji's cannon.
Siege continuing. Anyone's legend still holding out on the top side of the map here while they get a reset out from Kael backed into the map. He will be here now as well. A lot of tankiness as the Randuins has been completed for Shanks. He realizes he just needs to go in and find as much damage as he can onto the likes of Rookie and Photic. And Epi feeling a little bit more confident to move out on the map, but Anyone's legend always around the corner with the amount of oppression they've been able to put out on the map all series long.
It's so difficult for an IP to walk inside their own jungle. Doesn't belong to them anymore. There's so much damage being thrown at them as well. So even if Zhuo, who is technically the tankiest member, he only has a Warmogs and Mercs. That's a 4-item brand he's walking into. He will get absolutely melted instantly. He's 5 levels down. So even though the quote-unquote tankiest member on the Rift, he cannot be face-shaking. This is why he bundled up together with Aki. This is the most difficult part for NIP right here, to try and find their way back into this jungle. They might be looking in the mid lane for a potential pick first to just try and make it a numbers advantage.
Yeah, I mean, their wombo combo still so deadly. They just haven't been able to get it off because so much
Zhuo.
advantage is being gained. Yeah, Zhuo just caught out again. He's going to flash. Does get all outed in the end. Allah has been delivered to the back line. Now Fate Seal's going to go wide a little bit. Slicing Maelstrom hasn't been that effective. Bullet Time will pull the rest of anyone's legend off, as well as the Paranoia, but that is almost all of your tools by NIP, and now officially all of them, as Rookie will no longer have Spirit Rush.
No ultimate left on the Rift apart from Croco's ultimate, and that's
Of
all
course.
you need. Aki does have the flash. Can he get in the pit to steal this Baron? It would be huge.
It's time to do it now or never. Aki's not going to go for it. Now everybody from anyone's legend will move towards mid lane here to try to collapse and push in for the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, and NIP have to pull back to defensive stance. They have 2 inhibitors that are out in the open. AL with the siege down mid lane. Reminder, there is still ultimate onto this brand. Extremely scary. Ari's ultimate is back up. Rookie could be looking to fish for some kills.
Oh, they're going to give a little bit of presence here in mid lane. They're going to complete the backs for both Rookie and Shanji. They'll lose their inhib, and now they'll complete the back for Zhuo. So backs are a bit reset here. TP is coming out. Paranoia. This is it. Desperation station for NIP. Shanji's made the play. They've done it. They're getting the resets for Rookie already. Allah trying to find his way out. He's all out. Look at the gold lead, though. The Pyroclasm is doing work on NIP now as well. Zhuo, he's going down. NIP are running around like chickens with their heads cut off. And anyone's legend take full advantage of that, and they're eating chicken dinner tonight.
NIP with a Hail Mary couldn't work. AL all alive, beating down the last tower remaining, protecting their nexus.
3 times they've come to the well, and 3 times they have come away victors. That'll be a dominant split so far against NIP, and the darlings of the LPL and anyone's legend will strike true again, going undefeated so far in their first 3 series in the Rumble stage.
What an incredibly decisive 2-0 to put them at a collective of 3-0 Series 1 AL. The most dominant team in the LPL so far. What a fantastic showing. Not only do they show how they can be clean throughout the entire early, mid to late, but also their perseverance. The way they will rotate around the map, the way they will figure out ways to play around any curveball. And boy, did NIP throw them curveballs in this last game.
And just really impressive kind of choke holding of the map state by Anyone's Legend. Really love their drafting, but the drafting has been consistent for them because these tools are available to them. And I think that was 2 games